Myself Dr. W.B. Gurmade from Kamlanir Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today I am going to discuss the numerical problems based on the NMR spectroscopy. Already we have seen the what is meant by NMR spectra, and we have four important things we get from the spectra. One is the position of signal, second is the what is that number of signal, then intensities of signal, and lastly the splitting of signal. So these four information we get detail about the NMR spectra, and today we are going to see the different numerical problem based on the NMR spectroscopy. So today we are going to discuss the some numerical problem, that is the NMR spectroscopy part 4, and in this part 4 we are going to discuss and we have to go to see the different numerical problem based on this NMR spectra. And so first numerical problem, that is example number 1, and in the examination the question can be asked, how many signal would be expected in the NMR spectrum of each of the following compound. So these are the compounds shown here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the 7 organic compound, and here we have to explain how many signals are expected in this compound. So in the compound 1, we have to find out here this proton and this proton are similar, this and this is similar, therefore A and B. So only two types of protons are there, and therefore in this compound there are two types of signal are observed. So in case of first compound there are two types of signal, and now in case of second, so different types of proton we have to find out. So here these three CSC are 2, but these environmentals are different, therefore they are chemically different. So A, B, C, so 3 different protons are there for, and because of that they show 3 signal in the spectrum. And compound number 3, there are now in this compound 3 is there, and this compound show the structure we can draw for this, and therefore they show different types of proton, and in this case there are 5 types of protons are there because double bond is there, and in case of double bond we have to draw the structure in this way. This CH carbon is here, 2H, and then CH and CH2OH. So here we can draw this structure in this way of this compound. Double bond is there, so C is here and 2 hydrogens are here, and in this case CH, and here CH2OH. So there are 5 different types of proton, and because of that they show 5 NMR signal, and these are here 2 protons H are there, 2 protons are there, but the environment are stereochemical, they are different, and because of that they show these 2 and here 3. So 5 NMR signals are there. Number compound 4, in this compound number 4 the structure we can draw in this way, and here we different types of protons are there, and here we can show here in this case of the 4th compound structure shows that there are 4 different types of proton, and these 4 types of different proton can be shown in this way here. This is the carbon and carbon having between these 2 oxygen bridge. So CH3 group is here, this carbon and hydrogen is here, so CH3H carbon, and here HH. So in this way 2H here and the CH3 and H, so total different 4 ABCD 4 types of protons are there, therefore they show 4 NMR signal. And in case of number 5 compound there are now how many different types of protons are there. So this proton and these protons are similar, therefore A, and this is different B, so only 2 types of proton, therefore they give 2 NMR signal. And compound number 6 and 7, in this case both these compound 6 and 7. So CH2, this is cyclopentane, this is cyclohexane, and symmetrical structure. And in case of these 2 structure number 6 and 7, all the protons in cyclopropane and cyclohexane are equivalent, and therefore they give only one NMR signal. So they give only one NMR signal. So in this way we can find out number of signal in the compound. Now in the compound number 2, how many signals would be there in a cis and trans isomer of this 1,2-dibromocyclopropane shows. So the compound can be drawn cis and trans in this way. This is a cis 1,2-dibromocyclopropane, this is trans 1,2-dibromocyclopropane. So cis means similar groups are present on the one side and these are present on the opposite side. So that compound is a cis and this is trans compound. So in case of cis, see now the cis compound 1,2-dibromopropane has only 3 types of proton. The proton labeled as A, B and C show here. So this is the one type of proton, this is the B and this is C. 3 types of protons are there, and as we know 3 types of protons are there, therefore they can show 3 NMR signal, and proton A are equivalent and hence show one signal. Proton B and C are also different in environment and therefore they also give signal. So total signal expected in this case are, so total are the 3 NMR signal are possible in case of cis isomer. What about now the trans? In case of trans, so now see A, these are equivalent because the environment is same. This is B, these are two are the same. And in case of trans 1,2-dibromocyclopropane, 2 types of protons are there, and we know that proton A are equivalent to each other. Similarly, proton represented by B are also equivalent to each other, but different from those labeled as A, and therefore this compound show 2 NMR signal. So first compound C show 3 NMR signal and second compound show 2 NMR signal. So depending upon that number of proton they show. And now example number 3, draw the structure of 3 isomeric dimethyl cyclopropane. How many signal do you expect to get from each of these 3 structures? So these are the 3 structures given here, and isomeric forms are there. All the 3 compounds are same but have the different structure. First compound is 1,1-dimethyl cyclopropane. Second is 1,2-dimethyl cyclopropane, and third is a cis 1,2-dimethyl cyclopropane. So how many signals are expected? So here we can say that in these 3 isomeric form of cyclopropane, so in case of first, see now these 2 protons are similar A, these 2 protons are similar B, and also these are similar CS2 is there, and therefore only the 3 types of these 2 are similar, and this is similar to this, therefore only the 2 type of protons are there, and therefore they show 2 NMR signal. And in case of second compound trans 1,2-dimethyl, these 2 are the inner trans position, and here now position is changed, this is comes here and H come here. Now see here number of different types of proton, so A, then B, and this is CC. So 3 different types of protons are there, therefore in case of trans there are 3 NMR signal. And number third compound in which the number of protons, different types of protons are there. Now again cis, these positions are similar, and now here A, and then proton B is there, which is shown here, and this is the B proton, and then C proton, and this is the D, similar. So AA, this is B, this is C and D. So total 4 signals are there because 4 different protons are present in this third compound. So in this way we can find out number of signal in the compound. Number 4, now how will you distinguish between the following pairs of compound on the basis of NMR spectroscopy? So pair is given, and here this pair shows first 4 examples are there, 1, 2, 3, 4. In case of first CSC CS2OH, CSC CO CS3. So this is the pair shown here, CSC CS2OH, CSC CO CS3. This is ethyl alcohol. As we know that ethyl alcohol have 3 different types of proton, A, B, C. Three types of proton, therefore they give 3 NMR signal, and we can distinguish from this compound. So here, this is the acetone, CSE, CO, CSE. These two methyl groups are equivalent, therefore AA is there, similar protons are there, and there is only one type of proton, and therefore this compound show only one PMR or NMR signal. Now in case of second compound, see here, there are different types of protons present in the compounds are their second compound. So first compound is, this is propionaldehyde, CH3, CH2OH, A, B, C. So three different protons are there, and therefore they give 3 NMR signal. And in case of, again now there is a CH3, CO, CH3. So this compound is again acetone, only give only one type of proton. So here 3 and here 2. Here also 3 and also 2 proton. Now third compound which is shown, that is a CH3, CH, Cl2, and Cl, CH2, CH2, Cl. And in this case of third number, first compound show 2 type of signal, and here in this case 2 types of protons are there. Cl2, 2 Cl are present on this carbon, so this is A, this is B. So 2 different types of protons are there, therefore they give 2 NMR signal. But now this is symmetrical structure, CH2Cl, CH2Cl. So these CH2 are similar, they are equivalent proton, therefore they give only one NMR signal. And number 4th compound is there, and that compound is CH3O, CH2, CH3 ether compound. And next is a CH3, CH2O, CH2 diethyl ether. So here first compound show 4 different types of signal, and CH3O, CH2, CH3. So here 3 compound have 3 only, 1, 2, 3. 3 NMR signals are there. And in case of this compound, now how many different types of protons are there? Only 2 types of protons, because this CH2, CH2 are equivalent, this CH3 and this CH3 are equivalent. This here must be a CH3, so this CH3 and CH3 are equivalent. So AA and this is BB. So only 2 NMR signals are expected or is possible in number 4th compound. So this is example number 4. Now example number 4, it shows that in this compound a compound contains 2 types of proton, and here which exhibit signal at 139.2 Hz and 430.2 Hz downfield as compared to TMS in a spectrometer operating at 60 MHz. What will be their relative position when measured on the 100 MHz instrument, and also give the chemical shift of 3 of these 2 protons in delta and tau scale. So this is the solution for this numerical, and we know that signal at 139.2 signals are there, 139.2 Hz at 60 MHz. So we can calculate here 139.2 into 100 upon 60. So this is the 60, 232 Hz at 100 MHz spectrometer. Similarly, signal at 430.2 Hz at 60 MHz instrument. So we can calculate here 430.2 into 100 upon 60, 717 Hz at 100 MHz instrument. Now chemical shift can be determined of the signal first. So chemical shift of the signal, first signal at 139.2 Hz on 60 MHz equals to, the delta is equals to 139.2 into 10 to the power 6 upon 60 into 10 to the power 6, because we are going to determine in a ppm. So after calculation the answer is coming 2.32 ppm. And as we know, 10 minus delta is the tau value. So 10 minus 232 is the 7.68 ppm is the value in tau scale. This is for chemical shift at this signal. Now chemical shift of the signal at 430.2 Hz at 60 MHz equals to, we can calculate similarly. These are the 432.2, 10 to the 6, 60 upon 10 to the 6. So this is the value in ppm, and 10 minus delta value or 10 value is a 2.83 ppm. So simply we can calculate the chemical shift in delta and tau scale. And now numerical number 6, how can NMR spectroscopy be used to distinguish between ethane, ethylene, acetylene? We know the formula CH3, CH3, CH2 double bond CH2, CH triple bond CH. So how can we distinguish these 3 compounds on the basis of NMR spectroscopy? And now answer is given also here. As we know that protons of CH bond in saturated compound are highly shielded. Therefore, this is the structure of ethane, and we know that these are the two equivalent protons. This is two groups are there, but both are the equivalent. Therefore, they give only one NMR signal. They give only one NMR signal, and that signal may be appeared around 0.9 delta or 9.1 tau value. So only one signal is there. And now what is the in case of as ethylene? So circulation of pi electron in ethylene produces the induced field which reinforces the applied field at the proton, and therefore ethylene proton are deshielded and produce a signal around 5.3 delta. So in this way there is a, because here is one pi electron, one sigma and one pi, so there is a circulation of pi electron. Therefore proton of ethylene gets deshielded, and therefore it observed in a downfield. The spectra is observed in downfield 5.3 delta. Here the signal is at 0.9 delta as compared to TMS. Here it is observed at 5.3 delta. Now in case of acetylene, there is again circulation of pi electron because two pi bonds are there, and this is the acetylene structure. Circulation of pi electron in acetylene produces the induced field which oppose the applied magnetic field at the proton, and therefore acetylene protons are shielded as compared to the ethylene proton, and therefore it gives the spectrum, and signal is at 2 delta value. So again now there is a shifting of the signal. So in this way we can distinguish these three types of compound, and only one signal is observed. Example 7. Now here examine formula of the compound given below and predict which of them would show spin splitting, and in case of compound where splitting is expected, and predict the multiplicities of the various signal along with their relative intensities and give the region for your answer. And now here, as we know, compounds are shown here and given here are 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 compounds are given here, and these 5 compounds we have to explain which compound is showing spin splitting and detail about that. So in case of first compound, what is the compound? CH3COO CH2 CH3. So in this compound different types of protons, total 4 carbons are there. Total in this compound, total compounds are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbons are there, and these 4 carbon, now here we can explain the splitting is possible or not. In this compound, signal due to 3 equal methyl proton will be split up into triplet. So here splitting is possible. This methyl proton surrounding adjacent protons are 2 plus 1 3. So for CH3 triplet is there due to CH2, and for this CH2 3 are here na? So 3 plus 1 4, quartet is there for CH2 due to CH3 group. So these two proton can split, show the spin splitting, but CH3 have no any proton on the adjacent, therefore they show a singlet, and therefore there is no splitting. And so proton on the carbon number 3 and 4 are equivalent. Signal due to the 2 equivalent proton on the carbon C3 also split up into quartet. So there is a triplet and quartet. And methyl proton present on the C1 carbon 1 will not split because no proton on the adjacent carbon atom. So in this way we have to explain this first compound. So these two are adjacent, therefore they can split, but there is no any proton on the adjacent, therefore CH3 cannot split. So this for this triplet and for this quartet. So see how many protons are present on the adjacent atom, and plus 1 we have to do. So in this way we have to find out. So for CH3 2 protons are here, plus 1 3 triplet, and for this CH2 3 protons are here, plus 1 quartet. In this way find it. And now in the second compound this is the second compound CH3 C CH2 Br, and 2 methyl groups are on the present on the carbon 2. And now in the second compound 9 protons on the 3 methyl groups are equivalent. So total 9 protons are there. here 9 protons are here, this CSC, CSC, CSC. So total 9 protons are there, and they are equivalent, and so 2 protons are there on the CH2 group. Since the proton of the CH2 groups and the CH2 group are separated by 3 carbon atoms, these will show no splitting. And so here, so 3 protons are here, 9 proton, and this here is CH2, but CH2 for CH2 no splitting because no proton is on the carbon. Here also for 3 methyl group, no proton on the adjacent atom, therefore they cannot split. So in case of example 2, now there are again now no splitting of any group is taking place because no proton present on the adjacent group or atom. In case of third number example, there are the benzene ring and CSC, CSC are present on the para position. So this is truly paramethyl. So here para position of CSC, CSC group. So in case of this third compound, 4 rings protons C2, C3, C5, C6 are equivalent, and so we can give the number 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5, 6, 2, 3 and 5, 6 are equivalent, and therefore they give they do not couple, and hence only the 4 proton singlet is observed. Similarly, the methyl proton do not couple with ring proton. They are separated 3 carbon atom, therefore the 6 equivalent methyl also appear as a sharp singlet. So as we know that here methyl group cannot split because there is no any proton. This can also no splitting. Here these can also not, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, all they are equivalent and they give the singlet. So no splitting is observed because no proton on the adjacent carbon atom or the any proton present on the adjacent. And now number 4 example, that is the compound is CSC-CHO, the acetaldehyde. In case of aldehyde proton, there is a splitting because CH is there and CH3 group is there. So for CH, 3 protons are here plus 1 quartet, and for CH3, CH is here, 1 is there, so doublet for this. So quartet for this and doublet for CH3. So splitting is there and it is possible. And in case of last compound number 5, the spectrum of this compound show 3 types of signal. And signal due to 3 methyl proton, 1 methyl proton does not split since there is no proton present on the adjacent and appear as a singlet. So here methyl give only singlet and no splitting because no proton on the adjacent atom, and 2 vinylic proton present on the same carbon, magnetically non-equivalent, hence split each other as a doublet. So these are looking like the same, but the environment is different. Stereochemically they are, magnetically they are different. Therefore they split each other and give the doublet. So in this way, whether the compound showing splitting or not. So for splitting of the group, there must be a the non-equivalent proton should be there. And number 8, the compound with molecular formula C7H8, and in this compound has the following NMR data is given, and here that number 1 singlet is shown at a delta 2.4 for 3H proton, and number 2 singlet again is there delta at 7.2 for 5H proton is there. And problem is assign the structure to this compound. So data is given and we have to assign the structure. So now here formula C7H8. So remember C7 means carbon 6 carbons are there in the ring and 1 more is there and H8 is there. So what is the, and these data are given, both are the singlet. 2 singlet are given. So there is a there are 2 groups. One is a singlet of 3H proton and this is for 5H proton. So the answer is, this is the compound, that benzene ring and CH3. So 3H protons are here in methyl group and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 protons are there in a ring. So 3H and 5H. So this is singlet and this is also give the singlet because these 5 equivalent protons are there, these 3 equivalent protons, and therefore they give singlet. And because there is no any splitting, because there is no any proton on the adjacent atom. So the answer of this this is the molecular formula, and so assign the structure. So this is the structure for the C7H8. Name of the compound is toluene. Number 9, predict the NMR spectrum of N-butane. This is the structure of N-butane. CSC, CS2, CS2, CS3. So in this compound, so we expect the NMR spectrum that in this compound there are two different types of proton. So this CSC, CSC-A, CS2, CS2, B, two types of protons are there, and therefore this give the two signal. So A is one type, B is other type. So molecule N-butane will show only two signal, and signal due to the methyl proton will be split up into triplet. Again, now there is a methyl proton. Here is the methyl, and adjacent is CS2. So here is a splitting. So for this CS3, triplet is there because 2 CS2, 2 is plus 1, 3, and for CS2, 3 proton is here. For CS2, quartet is there because 3 plus 1, so quartet. So triplet for CS3, quartet for CS2. In this way they can split, and spectrum of N-butane is expected in this way. So next number is the numerical number 10. Propose suitable structure for the compound with the following molecular formula which give only one signal. So this is the problem, and in the problem this one A, B, C, D, 4 compounds are given, and we have to draw the structure which give only the singlet because there is no splitting. So the first compound is C5H12, must have the structure. So this is the structure for this C5. So carbons are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the neopentane, and 5 carbons are there. Hydrogens are 12, 3, 3, 3. So 12 hydrogens are there. So we have to, and this compound give only singlet because no proton on the adjacent. So no spin splitting. So the first compound is a neopentane, and structure is shown here. Now C8H18, second compound is there, C8H18. So carbons are 8. So in this way we can make the structure 1, 2, 3, 4, and these 4, 8. So all 18 hydrogens are equivalent 1, and they give only one signal. This compound also give because all the CH3 groups are equivalent. They have same environment, therefore they give only one NMR signal. Third compound is C2H4, here should be 4, C2H4Br2, must have the structure. So structure is CH2, CH2 and Br, CH2Br, CH2Br, both are equivalent, both are CH2 are equivalent, therefore they give only one signal. And last compound is C2H6O, C2H6O, and they have the structure CSCO, CSC, that is acetone. Acetone give only one NMR signal, and all the two CSC groups are equivalent, therefore they give only singlet, no splitting is observed. So CSC, OCSC, this is the structure of acetone and give only one signal. So in this way the question can be asked in the exams. And last compound example is a compound having molecular formula. Now here C10H14, and give the following NMR spectrum, and data is given singlet 0.889H, so and singlet data 7.285H. So in this way structures data is given, and assign the structure to the compound on the basis of given above data. So singlet 2, one for 5H and second for 9H. So what should be the structure? So we can explain this on the basis of NMR spectrum, that data given for the compound under consideration has the information of features. There are only two kind of proton, so they are shown 9H and 5H, two kind of protons. And second thing is that there are 9 proton of one type, so 9H, and 5 proton of the other type. These are the information we get from the data. There is no coupling between the two types of proton because both give singlet only. And a chemical shift is given, and from the chemical shift 9 proton singlet suggests that the compound contains 3 methyl group. So 9 proton means 3 methyl groups are there attached to the saturated carbon. That is, given compound contains tertiary butyl group. So here is given tertiary butyl group. The tertiary butyl, this is the tertiary butyl group is there for 9H proton, and the chemical shift at 7.28 for 5H proton. Singlet suggests that given compound contain monosubstituted benzene ring is there, that is C6H5, 5H proton are there, substituted So what is the substituted, monosubstituted benzene ring is there, that is C6H5. So what is the structure of this compound? Therefore we can say that combining all the fact, we can draw the structure of this compound, and the structure is shown here in the here. So benzene ring monosubstituted, 5 H protons, and these are the 9 proton. This is the tertiary butyl group attached to this. So this is the data given for 9H. These are the 9H, 9 proton singlet for 0.88 delta, and 5H, 1 2 3 4 5 of the benzene ring, and singlet 7.28 delta. So the structure of this compound shown here, and this is the compound, that is tertiary butyl benzene. And in this way we can identify where there is a splitting is there, and we can assign the structure of this compound. So today we stop here, and we have discussed the different numerical problems based on this NMR spectroscopy. So already we have completed all the part of the NMR spectroscopy, and important parts, that is what is NMR spectroscopy, what are the radio frequency radiations, and after that we have seen the magnetic moment, energy state, and our instrumentations, principle of NMR spectroscopy, and also the interpretation of NMR spectroscopy, that is important 4 things: number of signal, position of signal, intensity of signal, and the splitting of signal, and different examples and applications of NMR spectroscopy. And lastly we have seen the different numerical problems which are asked in the examination. We have already covered the total NMR spectroscopy which are asking in the examinations.